and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is cheetah print with cat eyes, and the print is going to go on my pinky, index, and my thumbs. And the colors that I'm using for the print are LJL Lady Godiva, Pure Ice Sorbet, and this Cosmetic Arts brand, which doesn't have a name, but the style and class number, it says style 0054 and class 3136. From what I know, I have one other brand polish of this brand. I think I might have a third one, but I know I have two. And the other one is the red and pink glitter that I used in my Valentine and wedding manicure. And that polish didn't have a name either. It just had a style and class number. And the class number on these two polishes are the same, but the style number is different. So I guess you can say the style number is the color. So once again, this style number on this one is 0054. And the yellow and green that I'm going to be using for the eyes on my middle and ring finger is LA Girl Color Pop Leaf and Pure Ice Showstopper. And for the good part, the eyes, I have some acrylic paint, and I'm going to draw in the eyes with my striper brush. And I'm gonna have them facing this way, and I'm going to make the eyes kind of fat and chunky, but I think it'll look good because it's going to take up more room of the nail. So I'm just going to draw a diagonal line for the top of the eyelid, and from this corner draw down and curve it at the bottom. And a good thing about using acrylic paint for this design is if it doesn't shape up to the way I want it, or if it doesn't look right for some reason, I can use a toothpick or an orange stick to scratch off the paint. But that technique only works if you have a top coat on the, well, prime example, I just did it backwards. Well, if you have a top coat on already, you can scratch off the acrylic paint just like I'm about to do, because this is a right eye that I should have put on my ring finger. So, scratch that off real quick. So if you mess up like I just did, or you want to reshape or cut off or scratch off some mistakes, you can do that. So I was able to save my middle finger without having to completely start over, because what had happened was, even though I was able to scratch off the paint, it left behind some residue which would have messed up my manicure for what I'm wanting to do. And sorry I didn't record it to show you guys how I fixed it, but I was actually kind of panicking, so I didn't want to record that. But what I did was I scratched it off, and then I used a paper towel to wipe off the residue, and wipe off the residue with acetone actually. And I was able to do that without disturbing the green and gold because of the top coat that I have on top of it. So long as you have on a top coat, you are going to be able to, you know, erase some residue with just a few quick strokes of acetone. So to show you guys how I did the eyes, I'm going to show you now on my ring finger. So just starting right here in the corner to be even with my middle finger, and just go up at an angle to match my middle finger. And my middle finger is actually still not even how I want it to be shaped, but I don't want to mess up again, so I'm just gonna go with this shape. Like it's wide like I wanted it, but I wanted the loop here kind of more to be on this side, kind of more in the inside corner, but this will definitely work. It'll still look good. So just draw the top lid and then go down from the farthest side. And I'm trying to match my middle finger. And every now and then you can stop and look to make sure they're even. And I think I should go down. Okay. Now start to curve right here. And something I forgot to mention, that this manicure is actually a manicure that I've done already before. I have pictures in my phone, but I did this manicure before starting my channel. And so now I'm really just doing it again to show you guys, because this design I think is definitely something different, and it was one of my favorites. But now let's just thicken this line a little bit. Sorry if you might hear my dog in the background. He's making a lot of noise tonight. A lot of licking, and I think he just burped. And for the cheetah print, one more thing, I'm going to have some of the cheetah print on the outside of the eyes. So I'm going to take my 3 browns, dab some out real quick, And I'm going to take my square brush and dip half in the dark brown and half in the next color. And I'm just going to use this technique to, so a little bit of trial and error, to make the gradient. But for the top, I think I can actually use the brush out of the bottle. And just use my square brush for making the gradient on these sides. And use this same brush to get in on the outline of the eyes. And I can even go over the outline because I can always redo the outlines with some more acrylic paint. So get in at the cuticle, make sure none of the base color is showing, none of the gold and green. And there's half of our gradient. And for the next half, I'm just going to use the next two colors, the middle brown and the bottom brown. And these two colors I'm going to go about right here. And once again, for the middle, for this little piece, I think I can go ahead and use the brush. And use the middle brush, not middle brush, the middle brown color to go in at the bottom of the eye. And I can just use the last brown to color in the bottom. So I finished the eyes on my right hand, and I went ahead and did the spots and did a top coat, but I skipped my index finger so I could show you guys how I did the spots. And the spots are really kind of easy. You just go ahead with some like half circle pieces, like just drawing spots in circles without actually closing the circles. And you can make the circles in kind of like any shape. Like this one, I'm just gonna do a little squiggle and just put another kind of dot or line on the other side without actually closing it. And I think with Cheetah Print, that's the key on how to do it, is to not close your circles. And you want to go ahead and do the circles first, and then fill in any empty spots with just plain regular dots, or you can drag the dots a little bit to give it more definition. But I usually do both, just some spots and, well, not spots, well, just some dots, and some of them I drag for more definition to look like Cheetah Print. And there's our Cheetah Print. And so here's the finished design, and I really like this design. Like I said, I've done this one before, and I'm really just doing it over so I can record it and show it to you guys and have it uploaded, because this was one of my favorites. I do think it is very different and probably kind of creepy to look at, but I still like it. So let me know what you guys think. See if you can see it in this angle. Let me know what you guys think, if you like it or if you don't like it, if it's a little too creepy for your liking, because, you know, it looks like it's looking at you. But please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next video.